The Chicago Bears are on the clock now. It's the Steelers now on the clock. It's the Carolina Panthers now on the clock. With the next selection, it's the Washington Commanders. The Panthers are on the clock. It's now the Indianapolis Colts selection. With the next selection, the Carolina Panthers on the clock. Next up, it's the Broncos on the clock.
leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. And it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. Sharp. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Dominique Robinson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. We're scoreless after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. As they've got it. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he called it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Operating from the gun. Finch. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Looking to throw. Finch. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. Point after. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive.
More onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Off play action. Sharp. Again, that's Hurst. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback. Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This ball complete to Thielen going across the middle. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sharp looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. Now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Sharp. Quickly to Thielen here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one in 2nd down. Back to throw again. That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 30. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. It's their quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet. You don't want to rein in what worked for him. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want.
Trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime. It looks like we'll have to wait another first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right to the right side and complete to Hurst. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. He gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion. A nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Man, I just love being in this. We're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly. Looking to throw. Sharp, flush to his right. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. So backed up here. Yards away, and the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them. They can't figure out how to slow you, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll decide to not break. So Here are the Bears now. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a and start matching them point for point, but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Off the play fake. Finch. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And now off to the races down the right side. Throw, bringing it in over the middle. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. A nice throw right there. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
The ground now with Eckler. Busts through the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest.
Chicago. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Bears have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's swung out wide to Sanders. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Sharp. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. We are through 3 quarters. On the completion, and that will bring up second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out. And it goes down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
No time for them to come back and catch him. And guess what? They turned the ball over.
Yeah.
I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Following the fumble, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Moore, the man in motion. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Eckler again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is indeed good, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So now the Panthers down by a field goal, a minute 54 on the clock. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Able to find Thielen, finding space at the 40. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught by Thielen. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He's back to throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix,